But my guess is things are going to proceed from there. I suspect at some point the committee is going to vote to report his nomination out to the floor of the Senate, where we'll have a debate and ultimately a vote. And I believe he will be confirmed to the Supreme Court.
You know, he made his case last night on With Martha. He just wants to be treated fairly in all this. He wants to see a fair process play out. Are Democrats willing to give him that?
No, of course not. I mean, obviously, this was an 11th hour ambush by the Democrats on the committee. I mean, think about what he has been through. He started off answering over 30 hours of questions in open session from Democrats and Republicans on the Senate Judiciary Committee. They had closed sessions where they asked him questions. They submitted 1,300 questions for the record, more than all previous Supreme Court nominees combined. He answered those. He's been through 6 FBI background checks. I mean, this has been an incredibly open, transparent process where Republicans have been very fair to Democrats. Democrats, on the other hand, get a letter, a piece of information back in July, which they decide to hang on to and then unleash at the 11th hour to try and delay and derail this nomination. They have not been fair to this nominee at all. It's been a circus from the get-go from their standpoint, and it's very clear that they're doing everything they can to prevent him from going on the court. But notwithstanding that, Senator Grassley has conducted a very fair process. The Judiciary Committee is going to hear on Thursday from both of these individuals, and then we'll move forward from there.
Well, those 6 background checks you mentioned on Kavanaugh by the FBI were not enough for Senator Chuck Schumer, a leading Democrat. He made this case on the Senate floor.
The FBI should reopen the background check investigation, and we should conduct a hearing where the appropriate witnesses are called and respect given both to the accuser and the accused. Anything less will be viewed by the American people, and I believe judged by history as a stain on Republicans in the Senate and a stain on the integrity of the majesty of the Supreme Court.
Senator Thune, your response to that?
Well, first off, Senator Schumer and all Democrats, it seems, at least up here right now, have adopted the standard of guilty until proven innocent. But clearly, and another FBI background check, I don't have any idea what that purpose that serves at this point. You're talking about 36 years ago. I don't know who they would interview and who they're going to talk to, whose memories are going to be intact at this point in time. So I don't think that accomplishes anything. That's simply a delaying tactic on part of the Democrats who, as I said, have from the very beginning done everything they can to try and, first off, destroy the reputation of this judge, and secondly, delay and ultimately derail his nomination, his confirmation of the court. But all that being said, I think the American people see through it. And we are determined, and I think Senator Grassley has demonstrated this throughout the entire process, to make sure that there is a fair process, and he's going to give Dr. Ford an opportunity on Thursday to be heard in a process that he described as being comfortable, safe, and dignified. And I think that's the most that anybody can hope for. And let's get these
when it comes to a vote,
Senator,
when it comes to a vote, Susan Collins, obviously a key player. At this point, do you think he can still get confirmed?
I think that he can, and I do believe that all of our members are going to make up their own minds. But I think what's been really important to Republican senators is that the process be fair and allow for all parties to be obviously heard from. And in this case, that's going to happen. It's going to happen on Thursday. And I believe that our members are going to be satisfied in the end that this has been a fair process. And then it's just a question up or down of whether or not you think this person is qualified to be on the Supreme Court. And I think he's proven over time, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that he is incredibly qualified, well-respected, great legal mind, all the things that you want to see on the court.
He certainly made that case, tried to make that case sitting next to his wife, Ashley, last evening. Thank you. You said a lot. We'll see where it goes this week. Senator Thune, thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sandra.